here in solidarity with all the detained human rights defenders in the MENA region. Free them all! Free them now! What do you want? Free them all! What do you want? On behalf of FIDH, the International Federation for Human Rights.
Hello everybody, indeed I speak as Vice President of the FIDH, the International Federation for Human Rights. The International Federation for Human Rights is 188 human rights organizations around the world, and of course governments of the MENA region that they mainly contact for commercial reasons, for trade agreements, and the human rights topics are always at the end of the discussions if they dare speak about it. And so that's what we're asking to you now, MEPs of the European Parliament. Stand together with us to defend the human rights defenders.
Have been in detention, continuous detention or imprisonment since 2011. Some of them have been sentenced to life sentence, and some of them are in pre-trial detention. This is the daily life in the Middle East and North Africa. We came here today to deliver a simple message. The European Parliament, the EU, should act immediately to protect those human rights defenders. Everyone in this poster represents a story of passion, commitment, dedication. Those people have been actively, for a long time, defending the rights of their societies, standing up for justice and accountability. However, oppressive regime in the Middle East and North Africa continue to use flagrant tools of repression to silence him. And let me here just give some examples. In Egypt, we have been following by great concern the ongoing detention and imprisonment of Alaa Al-Fattah and lawyer, woman human rights defender HuMENA. And the president of Egypt, Sisi, denied their right and refused to release them. An Egyptian Turkish writer and poet who was visiting Lebanon, detained by the Lebanese authorities, deported to United Arab Emirates, and he is still in forced disappearance since January this year. No one knows his whereabouts. In Bahrain, and here I'm talking about my friend Jehad Khalid. I worked with him for years. He is still in imprisonment since 2012. Someone like Jehad Khalid have been imprisoned life sentence for speech, for just speech. And the Bahraini government refused all demand to release him. Government in the Gulf, they are empowered, they feel protected, they don't give any concessions, and Europe refused to do any pressure and to use any leverage over them. So over the last few days, we have been seeing how the European Parliament approved the release of microfinance assistance to Egypt, to the oppressive regime in Egypt. And we are very concerned that this approval do not seriously take into account human rights conditions. And if the human rights movement is being crushed, this is actually come against the spirit of the EuroMed partnership. This year, 30 years since Barcelona process. And actually nothing left from Barcelona process. It's all about trade, it's all about energy, it's all about repressing immigrants, no ideals for the people in this region. So I thank everyone who come today, and we will continue our joint solidarity, joint cooperation until those people are freed. Thank you very much.
Putting her life at risk to protect her son after more than 10 years of imprisonment, torture, and unfair trial, and he is illegal in the prison right now.
Hello everyone, thank you people who could make it and be here today. I'm Jehad Khalid, daughter of a detained lawyer and human rights defender Moataz El Fegiery in Egypt. The thing we face now in Egypt with my mother's case, with Alaa Al Fattah's case, with hundreds of people who has already completed their sentence, and then they got rotated again on a new cases with the same charges. My mother has been rotated on 2 new cases after she completed 5 years, the whole of her sentence. So now she has been in prison for almost 7 years while her health is deteriorating rapidly. And we barely can visit her, and we are not allowed even to check her medical records. That's not just my mother's case, who's a 66 years old lawyer. That's the case of thousands of people in Egypt, and people who have been rotating on new cases. Now the idea of this nightmare to end for families is not going through, because we had a hope that our mother will come back home on 31st of October 2023, but yet here almost 2 years after she completed her whole sentence, and now she's on a trial again. So, and on the same charges, which is illegal in Egypt, it's illegal internationally, illegal everywhere. So that's the case in Egypt, that's the case in the Middle East. Our whole region suffering from this injustice, and thousands or tens of thousands of political prisoners in the Middle East are suffering. That means hundreds, thousands of families are really suffering, and they cannot go on with their lives without their beloved ones. So we should keep standing up for them till we have our loved ones back alive. We don't want to lose our families or our beloved ones in jail. That can't be the end of the story of people who are brave like this. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Now, this is a united call on the UN and the EU's act now to ensure the release of all the detained women and the human rights defenders in the MENA region. We call on all members of the European Parliament to act now to ensure the release of all our colleagues. So now and then and always we say, free them all. What do you want? Free them all. What do you want? Free them all. When you want it now. Thank you so much. Really, we are the voice of the voiceless, those people who are behind the bars. This is very important, and really it is encouraging that we have this group of people, all of us. Rights defenders in the MENA region. What do you want? Free them all. Free them all. What do you want? Free them all. You want this? And from here we have one united call. Free them all. Free all the human rights defenders. We are here, the voice of the voiceless. We call on all the governments across the MENA region to free all the detained women and human rights defenders. Thank you so much.